Friends, the most pleasant good morning to you and welcome in to the Delaware Hockey Network's coverage of the 2023 Delaware Valley College Hockey Conference Playoff Semifinal action in the Women's Division II bracket on tap this morning, starting with the Rowan University Profs and the Villanova Wildcats. Villanova, the top-seeded team in the 7-team DVCHC Women's Division II bracket, earning a bye right to the semifinals, I should say. Rowan, by virtue of a hard-fought 4-2 win over Maryland, coming in for the other slot in this first of two semifinal matchups today. And without further ado, we'll take you inside the glass for today's opening introductions. Fans, good morning and welcome to the Center Ice Arena on the grounds of the Delaware State Fair. This morning, the American Collegiate Hockey Association and the Delaware Valley College Hockey Conference present a Women's Division II semifinal matchup between the designated visiting team, the number 4 seed Rowan University Profs, and the designated home team, the number 1 seed Villanova University Wildcats. Let's meet today's starting lineups. For the visiting Rowan University Profs, coached by Dan DeMonte. Starting in goal, number 40, Savannah Thomason. On defense, number 11, Alexa Renzo. And number 15, Maggie Bowman. At left wing, number 5, Emma Stillwagon. At right wing, number 18, Emily Lindenmuth. And starting at center, number 64, Alexia Poulin. And now the starting lineup for the Villanova University Wildcats. Starting in goal, number 6, Molly McKenna. On defense, number 18, Jasmine Messino. And number 82, Sadie Natress. At left wing, number 46, Caitlin Braun. At right wing, number 7, Cameron Brown. And starting at center, number 32, Karina Baylor. The on-ice officials for today's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are Kyle Cedrone and Ian Krinsky. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please join the teams in directing your attention to the American flag located behind the Villanova goal, as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? And with opening introductions in the rearview mirror, it's time for some Saturday morning hockey from the Delaware State Fair. Opening face-off brought to you by First State Ice Hockey, committed to building the next generation of youth hockey players in and around Delaware under the philosophy of one state, one goal. Learn more about their classes, their clinics, their growing summer tournament program, all by visiting firststateicehockey.com. The future of youth hockey in Delaware is now. Rowan moving right to left from your perspective. In their away brown kits, Villanova clad in their home white, moving left to right, as you see it here from the 412 Communications press box at the Delaware State Fair's Center Ice Arena. 3 20-minute periods in ACHA Women's Division II play. There will be a proper second intermission, it's worth noting, but the first 2 periods will play right through. Waiting for Villanova to take their spots on the bench, and now off we go in Harrington on this Saturday morning. Puck is shoveled high into the air up the near boards, far boards rather, by Caitlin Braun. Recovered in the Rowan zone by Stillwagon, but not cleared. Holding the point is Baylor, trying to walk in, give and go. Centering pass comes to her from Brown, bounced off her stick, ended up in the near corner. It is recovered by Emily Lindenmuth of Rowan. She throws this puck up ice. Long shot ultimately, as forced to make the save was Molly McKenna for the Villanova Wildcats. Cats pinned in their zone. This puck is carried up ice by Baylor just beyond her blue line. Advanced to Cecilia Jenkins, who takes a wide shot from the top of the right circle while the other Cats were changing behind. The follow-up from Zoe Garrett ends up right in the pads of Savannah Thomason, who saved 8 of 10 shots that she faced against Maryland last night. Rowan coming back on 10 and a half hours rest for this second game of the weekend. Certainly a factor to take into consideration. Here is now they take on the top-seeded Villanova Wildcats. Holding the far corner was Brown, double-teamed by Profs. The shot from long range, and Emily Noble bounced just shy of the crease, ending up in the near corner, where it's now recovered by Cassie Gravel, worked ahead by Amanda Peets out of Rowan territory. Cross-ice pass ends up in Gravel's pads. She walks in over the blue line. She split the wickets high in the zone with that long shot, but about belt high, it wobbles wide of the right post. This is covered up by McKenna for a pause and play. 1 minute and 51 seconds into the first period from the Center Ice Arena. If we get our rights and our lefts and our hands and our gloves and our nears and our fars crossed up, it's because our videographer, Mark McClure, is located on the other side of the rink from where we are. So what we see from the broadcast box in person compared to what we all see on the Delaware Hockey Network broadcast are from reverse angles. Shot from the right point, and Gia Caruso was blocked. Puck is tied up in the far corner to a side. Trying to pitchfork it free was Austin Elvakrog, but she was unable to do so for the Wildcats. Around to the near half wall, Maggie Bowman backhands the puck into the corner, maintained by Campbell. Centering feed on the doorstep was Gravel, but canceled out by a trio of Wildcats. Messino had a stick handle to generate some space. She fed the puck ahead to Brown up the right side. She nearly gained center before flipping the puck toward the Rowan line. Enough time to enable another changing of the guard. For the Wildcats, we are scoreless just beyond the 3-minute mark of the first period here in Harrington. Poulin's shot from 50 feet was intercepted on its way in by Messino. She clears the puck off the near boards. And it's recovered at the Rowan blue line by Stillwagon. Campbell gives it away at center to Curran. 2-on-3. Curran through traffic, backhand blocked by Campbell. Puck ends up in the far corner where Jenkins tried to set up a more deliberate attack around the perimeter of the zone, ultimately to no avail. Prof's clear, there's no icing. Monopoli from behind her goal. Works the puck just over the line. Renzo, despite a delayed offside, threw the puck back in. All the Profs tagged up. Another interception. Lindenmuth tried to protect the zone off a failed breakout, but the Cats muscle through, and Mary Rusnock backhands the puck up the left wing boards from center into the far corner of the Rowan zone. Braun failed to center the puck cleanly. It's tied up now in the corner. Thrown in from high by Natras with the duct tape 8 next to the 2 on the back of her sweater. We'll do our best to keep her and Jenkins squared away, as the sleeve numbers just both read 2 on both cases. Net front scrum. Rusnock was canceled out. Tinklenberg, the Iowan, gets past center before facing two-ply pressure along the far wall and forcing her to dump the puck in. It's maintained by Rowan, at least briefly so. Lindenmuth was nearly stripped of the vulcanized rubber. Now a 3-a-side scrum develops at the near point. Renzo back through the neutral zone, a little more space this time. Her shot from the top of the left circle was stick checked off its line. Only one shot on goal per side on the first 5.5 minutes of this 0-0 contest. Here comes Gravel up the right wing boards, through traffic, shot off the glove of McKenna, and she freezes for a pause in play. The Delaware Hockey Network is brought to you by the law office of Long and Greenberg. Committed to fighting for you in your needs for personal injury sustained in car wrecks, on the job, or any other personal injury situation for which you need representation. InjuryDE.com, the place to go. The Delaware Hockey Network brought to you by the law office of Long and Greenberg. A couple rapid-fire shots from Peets. Denied by McKenna for her 3rd and 4th saves of the game. 2-on-2 counterattack for the Wildcats. Monopoli was slowed up center point and now driven to the near corner by Bowman. Bowman looking for space amid a heavy Villanova forecheck. Lost the puck at the half wall far side. Nearly caught it back, but a stick check high in the zone slowed her up again. Gravel's able to work through. She rifles the puck in just shy of the Villanova blue line. Puck ends up in the near corner of the Villanova zone. Time for a changing of the guard for the Rowan Profs, and they'll get an attacking zone face-off now as a result of a Villanova icing. Looking back at that solid attack from Amanda Peets. First shot, second shot. She comes up with her own rebound, but Molly McKenna stayed right with her the whole way. That Poulin backhand didn't have the angle for a shot on goal despite ricocheting off McKenna's pads. Here's Zoe Garrett. After the icing, Garrett leaves the puck back to Natras at the point. Thrown into traffic, intercepted by Poulin, and walked clear by Lindenmuth up the left wing wall. After losing the puck, she backhands it up the boards beyond Garrett's reach, ahead to Poulin. There's shot number 5. Right into McKenna's pads, nobody home to try to put away the rebound. Failed clear and a goal. Off the D zone falter. Alexia Poulin gets her first of the postseason. This comes 7:53 into the first period. So the Profs, the underdogs in this game, go up early 1-0 off the strength of Alexia Poulin. Off the Lindenmuth setup. Here come Rowan again. The cross-ice setup from Gravel to Caruso resulted in a shot that was blockered aside. And Baylor tries to muscle through traffic up the near side the other way, but gets tied up by Renzo. Baylor is down. And we'll have a pause in play as she's attended to by Grace Kern and by the Villanova staff. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. We'll give you another look at that Rowan goal from Alexia Poulin. Her first of the season, and there's going to be a secondary assist on that goal. Emma Stillwagon. We'll get the secondary assist. In addition to Lindenmuth after video review confirms the path of the puck. So Karina Baylor's back up on her feet, skating to the bench under her own power. And referee Kyle Cedrone, who also skates NCAA hockey, CHF hockey, and the Federal Prospects Hockey League, spots the faceoff just above the Rowan line. Rowan goal, her first of the postseason, scored by number 64, Alexia Poulin. Assisted by number 18, Emily Lindenmuth, and number 5, Emma Stillwagon. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 53 seconds in the first period. Poulin's first of the postseason from Lindenmuth and Stillwagon at 7:53. Jenkins lost her footing in the neutral zone on the counterattack. Puck trickles into the near corner of the Rowan zone where Poulin can't carom it clear. Garrett turns up the forechecking heat. Renzo steadies, finds Stillwagon. She clears. Monopoli turns the puck back the other direction. And now Curran traverses neutral ice but is driven to the far boards by Peets, who slowed up her progress significantly at the Rowan blue line. This given away to Jenkins. Worked forward by Braun to Brown. Jenkins again winds up. We stand corrected. That was Sadie Natras patrolling the Villanova blue line. Puck was loose in front. Braun's backhand from point-blank range missed the far post by a good foot and a half. Thomason holds her ground amid quite a scrum in front of her net. And this puck is frozen at the other end by Molly McKenna, giving us a pause in play with 9 minutes and 26 seconds to go. In the first period, Rowan with an attacking zone faceoff. Alexia Poulin in for it. And her Profs up 1-0, just past midway in the first period, over the top-seeded Villanova Wildcats. To all of you joining us on the Delaware Hockey Network this morning, glad to have you with us. James Witherite flying solo on the call this morning with our videographer Mark McClure, standing 95 feet away in the stands at the far side of the center ice arena. Shot from Poulin, covered up and held by McKenna, and some post-whistle fireworks following the freeze as Natras and Poulin collide. And we're going to go 4-on-4. For the next 2 minutes. As Poulin and Natras were both ruled off for their roles in the post-whistle confrontation. Rowan penalty assessed to number 64, Alexia Poulin. 2 minutes for slashing. Villanova penalty assessed to number 82, Sadie Natras. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalties, 11 minutes 10 seconds in the first period. Poulin 2 for slashing, Natras 2 for roughing, both at 11:10 in the first period. Cameron Brown works up ice, but is double-teamed at the line, stripped of the puck by Bowman. Here's a 2-on-2 for the Profs the other way. Bowman's shot from distance, stick checked offline by Curran into the far corner. Time and space for Noble. Cross-ice D-to-D pass. Sets up a breakout feed to Curran, who lost her footing trying to cut through the slot. Baylor holds the zone. Dot-to-dot feed to Curran. Her shot from the left dot, stick checked offline by Caruso. 30 seconds remaining on the coincidental minors from that post-whistle dust-up between Poulin and Natras. Gordon failed to connect with Curran through the neutral zone. There's no icing here, says Kyle Cedrone. Puck is cleared. Walked in now by Braun. Shot was wide from the top of the near circle. We're back to 5-on-5 as both penalties expire. Of course, the NCAA rulebook in effect here in ACHA play. So those coincidental minors result in 2 minutes of 4-on-4, unlike USA Hockey, where play continues 5-on-5, and the players are released at the next stoppage. 6.5 minutes to go in the first period from the center ice arena. Rowan leads Villanova 1-0 in this DVCHC Women's Division II semifinal matchup. Monopoli behind her own goal, looks for space up the far side. Tries to weave her way through traffic, got the puck through the zone, and now it's picked up by Brown. Walked the rest of the way into the Rowan end. But she failed to run the gauntlet in the high slot. Poulin on the other side, though, couldn't clear. This shot from Jenkins is popped high and away by Thomason. Good for save number 4 on shot number 4. Brown leads the re-entry. The Jenkins shot was blocked. Caruso gains center, slaps the puck in from long distance. Chasing down the rebound on the doorstep, Micaiah Tinklenberg couldn't finish. Noble back the other direction. Gets the puck back up the right wing boards, couldn't chase it down to the corner before Renzo angled her away from the biscuit. Renzo from in front of her own bench clears. Garrett turns the puck back in. The Profs change as Bowman puts on the brakes behind her own goal. Baylor double-teamed by a pair of back-checking Profs. Works the puck to Elvekrog. Bowman recovers, but can't clear. 4:40 to go in the first period of a 1-0 hockey game. Advantage. The Rowan University Profs, clad in brown, moving from right to left. On your TV or on your laptop or your cell phone this morning, however, you're tuning in. Baylor's forecheck wreaks havoc on Stillwagon's breakout efforts. It leads to a backhand shot from Cameron Brown. And holding for the pause and play was Savannah Thomason, coming up with her 5th save on as many shots faced. 4:09 to go in the first period. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork brisket and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides that are sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or place a catering order by visiting sidsbbqandjerky.com. Centering pass from Braun sails through the slot beyond Brown's reach. Gravel back the other direction. Leaves the puck to Campbell, who taps it in over the blue line. The chase is on for it now. Reaching the puck in the near corner of the Villanova zone was Cassie Gravel. Play kept to the perimeter of the zone by the Wildcat defense as we come to the final 200 seconds of the first period. And a body check is signaled on Rowan's Cassie Gravel with 3:14 to go in the first period. So it's the first primo power play opportunity for Villanova. Drop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike and Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your next party tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. Rowan penalty assessed to number 3, Cassie Gravel. 2 minutes for body checking. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 46 seconds in the first period. Gravel, 2 for body checking at 16:46. We've entered the final 3 minutes of the first period. Jenkins, kept at the top of the circles, was stripped of the puck by Bowman, and the Profs clear. 35 seconds gone on this PK for the Rowan side. Cross-ice pass from Braun finds Garrett. She walks in up the right wing boards, but is angled to the corner and below the goal by Bowman. She tried to set up Noble at the left dot. Pass a little too hard for Noble to handle. Half the penalty to Gravel has expired. 2:15 to go in the first period of a 1-0 hockey game. And Grace Curran tries to line up a shot from the high slot. This is caught and held for a pause in play by Savannah Thomason. She's 7 for 7 in the save department so far today. Face-off will come to Thomason's left. Villanova maintained. Noble's shot was tipped off line net front. And this rolls all the way back to the Villanova blue line. Puck thrown in by Renzo after Caitlin Braun flubbed the breakout. 100 seconds to go in opening period action from the center ice arena. Mary Rusnock throws the puck up the near boards and over the Rowan line before the Profs collectively clear, and Monopoli back in her own zone will try again, finding Curran this time on the breakout, setting up a 2-on-2. Curran gets a shot away into Thomason's pads. Rebound corralled by Baylor in the far corner. There's a follow-up chance for Monopoli. Looked like it made it through. Thomason coming up with the save again. She's 9 for 9 now as we work our way to the last minute of play in the first period. Long shot from Monopoli at the point, saved again by Thomason, and here come the Profs after Thomason came up with 3 rapid-fire saves. Crashing the net was Gravel with her fresh legs after serving a body-checking penalty, but Molly McKenna again up with the save, keeping this game 1-0 with 44 seconds to go in the first period from downstate Delaware. Good puck movement around the perimeter of the zone. Campbell trying to set something up net front. This puck is frozen by McKenna for save number 10. As a net front scrum developed right at the edge of the crease. This takes us to the final 32 seconds of the first period. Face off to McKenna's right, controlled by Villanova. Cleared from the near corner by Garrett, and it will come back an icing. 24 seconds to go. 23.3. The official time remaining, but our score bug doesn't account for tenths of seconds. And Amanda Peets squares off with Zoe Garrett, the 12s taking the draw to the left of Villanova netminder Molly McKenna. Prof squandered the opportunity to double up. Cutting through the middle was Garrett, stripped of the puck over the center logo. Profs back in the attacking zone, but they can't set anything up before the horn sounds to signal the end of period number 1. The score through one period, Rowan University Profs 1, Villanova Wildcats 0. We're back on DHN after a quick intermission. There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Through one period, the Rowan University Profs have themselves a 1-0 lead by virtue of an Alexia Poulin goal. 7 minutes and 53 seconds into the proceedings. Second period action brought to you by the Hooper family, longtime supporters of University of Delaware Blue Hens hockey and of today's coverage of the Delaware Valley College Hockey Conference Playoffs. Semifinal action from the Center Ice Arena at the Delaware State Fair. Here on this Saturday morning, the winner of this game will take on the winner of Delaware Navy in tomorrow's championship at 1:40 p.m., and that will be right here on the Delaware Hockey Network as well. Glad to team up with the Delaware Valley College Hockey Conference and Commissioner Taylor Hadley to bring you this weekend's postseason action from the Delaware State Fair. Not the most convenient of broadcast setups with videographer Mark McClure across the way when we've got a beautiful perch directly overhead, but adaptability is key. Natras back deep in her own zone under forechecking pressure from Lindenmuth. Nearly turned the puck over. Messino failed to clear. Poulin bobbled the puck at the point, lost the zone for Rowan. The Profs tag up. Lindenmuth swats the puck back into the near corner of the Villanova end, where Sadie Natras recovers. Natras clears off the near wall. Gia Caruso recovers at the Rowan blue line, but she is guilty of an icing. 89 seconds in the books. Here in second period action, looking ahead at what's to come. The Delaware women take on Navy, estimated game time 12:30 p.m. From here at the Center Ice Arena, it'll be a quick turnaround between contests. And then we head back to our de facto home base of the Fred Rust Arena for University of Delaware men's action. On the evening docket, the men's Division I team taking on NYU at 5:30. Long shot there right into McKenna's pads. Followed at 8:45 by the men's Division III team facing Penn State Harrisburg in what could very well be a preview of the DVCHC men's championship game, as those teams are ranked 1 and 2 in the National Division table, both with large potential to advance in the AAU college hockey playoffs, as the DVCHC men's divisions play under the banner of the Collegiate Hockey Federation. So another jam-packed weekend here on the Delaware Hockey Network, and glad to have all of you joining us from wherever you may be it from your living rooms with your morning coffee, be it from on the road. We're just glad to have you here in whatever capacity. Garrett cleared. She stays on to offer forechecking heat, but the breakout pass from Caruso finds Gravel the other way, who swats the puck deep into the Villanova end to enable a changing of the guard for the Profs just the same. Just over 3 minutes have elapsed in the second period. Rowan with a 1-0 lead over Villanova. Shots pretty much even, Steven, 12-11 at this point. It was 11-10 through the first. Jasmine Messino protects the left point. We've got a puck into the netting as Stillwagon stick checks it over the glass along the stand side. And this will remain in the Rowan zone with 16:25 to go in the second period. Profs up 1-0 over the Cats. Poulin taking the draw across from Baylor, starting centers meet. And Alexia Poulin, the only goal scorer this game is known, won the draw, leaving the puck behind her goal. It's held in by Renzo. Caromed behind the cage up the near wall to Stillwagon. She gives it away to Baylor under forechecking heat. Karina Baylor's shot sticked away by Thomas into the far corner. Caruso recovers. Works the puck below the goal again. This is cleared, turned back by Natras. But right back into the hands of Renzo behind her own goal. She slams the puck off the near boards. Stillwagon advances it to Poulin. Dump and chase, Poulin and Curran meet behind the Villanova goal. Puck on the stick of Alexia Poulin in the near corner. She leaves it high to Caruso. Shot through traffic. Appeared as though McKenna got a piece of it, turning it to the far corner. And the Wildcats clear, thanks in large part to Jenny Smith, holding down the back-checking fort for the white-clad Wildcats. Lindenmuth threw the puck through the slot. Nobody home for the centering feed. This is cleared by Villanova. No icing. Recovered by Renzo. Caruso advances it to Gravel up the near side. Give and go in the neutral zone. Gia Caruso's stick lifted. Recovering was Monopoli, drawing the penalty. Rowan yet to establish possession and control. Now they do. And the Wildcats will soon be headed to their second primo power play of the game. Gravel ruled off for tripping. And another primo power play awaits the Wildcats. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike and Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your next party tray online at primohoagies.com. Rowan penalty assessed to number 3, Cassie Gravel. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 5 minutes, 25 seconds in the second period. Gravel 2 for tripping at 5:25. Renzo's got a fast break. Shot into the pads of McKenna. Solid shorthanded chance. The follow-up coming from Roberts at the point was just wide of the near post, sticked away by McKenna just the same. Poulin crashes the net, throws one into McKenna's pads from point-blank range, and Jenkins brings it back the other way. One-woman advantage remaining for Villanova for the next 73 seconds. The Jenkins shot after she trailed into the left corner was steered wide by Thomason. Now she posts up net front. The centering feed goes awry. Baylor with a chance which was blocked, and this is cleared off the near glass by Caruso. Puck wobbles back into the Villanova zone, overskated by Poulin, recovered by Noble. And now Curran surveys her options in the neutral zone before walking the puck in up the right wing boards, and the Wildcats changing astern. 6:45 elapsed in the second period. And a puck out of play. Gives us a pause with 13:12 to go in the second period. Villanova with the power play still for 34 seconds and a 1-0 deficit to try to erase. There, a shot from Braun, denied by Thomason. Natras at the point. Throws this in from distance, rang off the wrong side of the post, ending up in the corner. Back to Natras, final 10 seconds of the Gravel penalty upon us. Strong net front chance. From Caitlin Braun, held onto by Thomason for a pause in play. Gravel's on. Rowan's back to full strength. But the setup over center sails past her. She gets pummeled in the corner. And Villanova looks to be headed to their first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the morning. We'll see for sure. While it appeared to be the case, that Rowan might be headed to their first power play of the game, we're left with coincidental minors. As Natras was sent off for roughing, and likewise Peets for unsportsmanlike conduct, both at 7:38. Villanova penalty was assessed to number 82, Sadie Natras, 2 minutes for roughing. After the initial foul, Rowan penalty, number 12, Amanda Peets, 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct. These penalties both at 7 minutes, 38 seconds in the second period. The initial penalty, Natras, 2 for roughing, followed by Peets, 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct, both at 7:38 in the second period. So still up 1-0. Rowan finds themselves back in their zone in this 4-on-4 stretch, minute and a half left. With more open ice for both of these teams to work with. Worth noting, too, that Dan DeMonte and his Rowan squad equipped with but 13 skaters here today. Thomason with a stick save, her 16th. Bowman clears. Renzo with time and space. Couldn't feed to Garrett, was pressured by Garrett, couldn't feed cleanly to Campbell, we should say. $11 and change to go in the second period. 1-0 the score. Campbell from below the goal failed to shovel a backhand onto the doorstep. Gravella recovers. She and Campbell in together. Joining the play was Caruso, but Zoe Garrett maintains for Villanova after the dump in. This is cleared. Curran bodied off the puck at center by Caruso. Race on for a wobbling biscuit to the far, or to the near corner rather, of the Rowan zone. Monopoli put one on a T-net front, but Stillwagon took it away for the Profs. We are back to 5 aside as Emma Stillwagon walks through the neutral zone, and a shot stick checked in is covered up and held by Molly McKenna for a pause in play with 10:17 to go in the second period. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can We've just passed halfway in this contest. We apologize for the brief audio outage. But we're back up and running now. Thank you all for your patience. Unfortunately, in live TV, these things do happen. Stillwagon muscles through traffic. Close up 2-on-1. Her shot goes into McKenna's glove for another pause in play with 9:25 to go in the second period. DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com, the place to go to schedule your first cleaning. What they do is just absolutely terrific, and not just because they're paying us to tell you that. They come right to your driveway, and they use high-pressure hot water jets to clean out your trash and recycling bins, killing over 99% of the germs and bacteria that accumulate there. The process only takes a few minutes, and it goes a long way toward keeping your home and your family healthy. Again, DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com, proud partners of the Delaware Hockey Network. Annalise Monopoli, poke checked by Gravel just before center. Braun recovers. The Delaware Blue Hens filing in advance of their semifinal tilt against Navy. A few of the Blue Hens stopping by the broadcast box. They'll be up next, round about a 12:30 start for them. Gravel at center. Dumps the puck deep into the Villanova zone. It caroms to the far corner where Erin Campbell is double-teamed. Puck stolen from her by Monopoli. Recovered right back by Amanda Peets. Brown chips this off the far wall to Jenkins and on further to Curran. Curran stood up at the top of the near circle, led to a Rowan counterattack. That shot from Caruso was blocked down by McKenna. Since giving up that mid-period goal in the first, McKenna's been pretty tough. Here the other way comes Grace Curran walking in, and making the save was Thomason. Best chance so far for Villanova. Savannah Thomason slams the door. Gravel coming the other way, crashing the net off the rebound. Got a secondary shot in at McKenna. But Molly McKenna staying with the play just the same. Solid goaltending both ways this morning We work our way to the final 7 minutes of the second period. Rowan's got a 1-0 lead over Villanova. It's win or go home for both of these teams. The 22nd Rowan shot. Stick down by McKenna. Cross ice pass over center from Rusnock to Baylor was intercepted, and back in come the Profs. Stillwagon at the left half wall was confronted by Garrett. And now the Wildcats on the near side work back up ice. Rusnock gave it away over the line to Renzo. Renzo joins the battle at the top of the Rowan bench. Walking through traffic was Stillwagon, but outnumbered by Wildcats, she's stripped of the puck mid-zone. And it's walked back up the middle by Garrett the other way for Villanova. She gains center before launching the puck into the near corner. Enough to negate the icing, enough to enable Villanova to get some fresh legs on as we come to the final 5:40 of the period. The Noble shot was high and wide left. Poulin muscles the puck up the right wing boards. 2-on-1 for the Profs. Drop past center point. The shot from Stillwagon was just wide. This comes back to the right point, maintained by Caruso. She rolls the puck low to Alexia Poulin. Braun intercepts this off the near corner boards. Works it ahead to Brown, further to Cecilia Jenkins, 1-on-1. A stick-on-stick check from Renzo. Slows up Jenkins, who gets the puck back, tried to generate a shot coming into the slot area from the left point, or from the left corner, I should say. But that was denied by Thomason. Play is whistled dead with 4:49 to go. In the second period, a high stick signaled. And Rowan's Emily Lindenmuth has been ruled off, sending Villanova back to the Primo power play. Drop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike and Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your next party tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. Rowan penalty assessed to number 18, Emily Lindenmuth. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 10 seconds in the second period. Lindenmuth, 2 for high sticking at 15:10. 30 seconds of the Villanova Primo power play have expired. The forechecking Aaron Campbell wreaking havoc in the Villanova zone. But Grace Curran waits. Crosses to the near side on the zone entry. And she'll try to set up a deliberate attack in pursuit of the equalizer. Baylor couldn't leave the puck cleanly to Monopoli at the point. It's tied up now at the base of the Villanova bench. 3:47 to go in the second period. Now the puck is worked free, but it's kept in by Garrett. She crosses to the left half wall, angled to the corner by Renzo. The setup to Noble took a funny bounce out into the neutral zone. Campbell perseveres, punches the puck the rest of the way down ice. Fresh penalty killers coming on for Rowan with 200 seconds to go in the second period. The Profs up 1-0 over Villanova. And now Annalise Monopoli finding Baylor on the breakout. Karina Baylor tried to line up a shot from center point, but it was blocked by Peets. Kern maintains the zone and possession for the Wildcats. Final 7 seconds of the power play. The shot from Messino was sticked away by Thomason, and now the Profs are back to full strength. 2:45 to go in the second period, and we will break for a proper intermission at the conclusion of 40 minutes of play. As both teams will retreat to their dressing rooms prior to the home stretch of this game. Poulin took aim from long range. Shot was wide, ending up in the far corner. Jenkins works through the neutral zone, now surrounded by a brown sweater. She got a shot away, and this is caught and covered by Savannah Thomason. Some fancy footwork from Jenkins to gain time and space. Made it effectively a one-on-one. Good wrist shot from the right dot, but a better save waiting on the other end from Savannah Thomason. 2:08 to go in second period play. Rowan with a 1-0 lead over Nova. Rowan here, as we mentioned, by virtue of a 4-2 quarterfinal win over Maryland yesterday. This Zoe Garrett shot bobbled and caught by Thomason. Villanova here by virtue of being the top seed in the DVCHC. Those seedings made in accordance with ACHA rankings. And right off the draw, Villanova have scored. Let's watch it again. We're going to watch it again. And it was Natras off the draw from Garrett. To make this a 1-1 hockey game. Villanova goal, first of the postseason, scored by number 82, Sadie Natras. Assisted by number 12, Zoe Garrett. Time of the goal, 18 minutes, 21 seconds in the second period. Natras from Garrett at 18:21. 1 minute remaining in the period. Final 52 seconds now. After defender Sadie Natras tied this up, one aside off Zoe Garrett's face-off win. Curran up the left wing boards, looking for the go-ahead. Got a long shot away into Thomason's pads, nearly the go-ahead there off the rebound. Final 20, Stillwagon shoots from 35 feet. That blocked down by McKenna to the far half wall. Puck thrown in from a crowd by Lindenmuth from the half wall. Taken away, led to Curran the other direction. Curran, pressured from astern by Caruso, couldn't connect on the breakaway. The horn sounds to signal the end of the second period amid a last-ditch effort from Villanova. And these teams will go to the dressing room tied one aside. The score through two periods, Rowan 1, Villanova 1. We'll be back after the second intermission on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Watching the game or tailgating with friends? Score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagie's party trays and sampler platters. There is no bigger crowd pleaser than Primo Hoagie's, made only with the highest quality Thuman's meats and cheese, sliced fresh to order and served on Primo's award-winning seeded rolls. You get the best tasting hoagies in the area and save yourself the prep time. Stop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagie's on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back into the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by Long and Greenberg. 40 minutes in the books. The Rowan University Profs and the Villanova University Wildcats deadlocked one aside here in this Delaware Valley College Hockey Conference semifinal matchup with 99 seconds left in the second period. A Sadie Natras goal off Zoe Garrett's face-off win put Villanova on level pegging with Rowan. Here a chance for the go-ahead. No. As Monopoli driving the slot was denied on the doorstep by Thomason. We've got a few media timeouts to catch up on, I should say, here in the third period, as well as a fairly eventful second period took away a couple of our opportunities to break from the action. Natras rifles a puck into the bench area of Rowan for a pause 57 seconds in to the third. Friends, there is a new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers web and graphic design, social media consultation, public relations, writing and editing services, multimedia solutions like the broadcast you're watching right now, and more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build bridges with the people you serve. Grace Curran up the left wing boards after gaining the zone, tried to cut through the slot but was slowed up markedly by Caruso. A failed clear kept in by Noble. She's angled to the far corner once again by the back-checking alternate captain Gia Caruso. Cross-slot pass resulted in a shot from Jenkins, which was blocked net front, and Renzo recovers in the near corner for Rowan. Renzo caroms the puck up the far dashers to Gravel. She works it out as far as the Villanova blue line where Annalise Monopoli recovers. 1-1 game through 2 periods. Shot wobbled wide of the post despite being steered by Thomas into the near corner. That will not go as a shot. Peets tried to lead an attack for the Profs in over the middle of the Villanova line, but got stonewalled shortly thereafter. Monopoli down with the puck again. Walks up the near boards and is stripped of the puck by Amanda Peets shortly after gaining the zone. No icing here as Peets clears. Puck rolls to the near corner of the Villanova end, maintained by Messino. Baylor slams this off the boards, but not out. Messino leaves it again to Natress. She clears. Caruso, 7 feet into the neutral zone, volleys it back into the Villanova end. 3 minutes gone in the third period of a 1-1 hockey game. Winner advances to tomorrow's DVCHC championship tilt, slated for 1:40 p.m. Whoever wins this game, we're still before the verb, will play the winner of Delaware Navy. The backhand try from Cameron Brown caught Thomason right in the breadbasket. Caruso left the puck to Tinklenberg. Poulin rifled it clear to enable a changing of the Rowan guard. Here's Garrett back the other way. Shot stick checked by Bowman, stepping up to offer heavy defensive pressure, and the Thomason save keeps it 1-1. Here's a one-on-one the other way. A chance for Cassie Gravel goes over the crossbar. Puck is loose in front. And the Amanda Peets close-up shot off the rebound was covered up by McKenna. Magnificent goaltending displays on both sides of the ice. And speaking of magnificent goaltending, we'll see Maddie Boyle in net for Delaware in the next game. She ended regular season play with a goals against average of not too much over 1.1. It's a lot like high-level, fast-pitch softball. Low-scoring, action-packed games all the way. But that's what you get when it comes to the playoffs. High intensity, low scores, and everybody bringing their A-plus game and not much separating these teams, even in the 1-4 matchup as we see here. There's not a whole heck of a lot between Rowan and Villanova. That's to say the least of the matter, as they've proven here in the first 45 minutes and 18 seconds of action from Center Ice Arena. Poulin tries to tie up Brown in the far corner. Puck is centered, played by Caruso. High but not out as Messino holds the point. Cross slot pass, the shot from Caitlin Braun was turned aside by Thomason. And the Profs clear. Danny DeMonte yelling for a line change, and he's going to get it. As Natras gives the puck away in her own zone to Poulin. Poulin overskated it in the near corner. Emily Lindenmuth works it ahead to Brown, on to Baylor, who skates into a 1-on-2. Karina Baylor pinched to the corner on her way deeper into the Rowan zone. Tried to set up a centering feed, but there was nobody home. This puck rolls back to the Villanova blue line, where Messino volleys it across neutral ice. Caruso tried to walk it back the other way. Garrett pushes back up the far boards, but is stripped of the puck just upon gaining the Rowan zone. Garrett now opposite side. Challenged by a Bowman stick check. Puck flutters behind the goal. Comes out to the left point, which is maintained by Noble under duress. Noble at center throws this in. It ricochets off the far corner boards. It is picked up by Caruso. D-to-D pass finds Bowman up the left side, and she skates the puck into neutral territory. Nearly got tied up, and Baylor skates over the center logo, which is that of the Delaware Thunder of the Federal Prospect Hockey League. You see their logo on the otherwise vacant perch directly above the scorer's box. And a puck out of play with 12:33 to go in the third period. Rather an icing it was. Setting up a face-off to the left of Savannah Thomason. Baylor and Peets took the draw. Shot on net. Turned aside by Thomason. Puck remains loose. This is covered up. A couple quick saves from Savannah Thomason, yielding another stoppage with 12:23 to go in regulation. Tailgating at Fred Rust Arena or watching the game on the Delaware Hockey Network, whatever the case might be, score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagies party trays and sampler platters. There is no crowd pleaser quite like Primo Hoagies, made with only the highest quality Thuman's meats and cheese, sliced fresh to order and served on Primo's award-winning seeded rolls. You get the best tasting hoagies in the area, and you save yourself the prep time. Stop into your local neighborhood Primo Square, Pennsylvania, or order your next party tray at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. Sadie Natras off for body checking. 8:08 into the third period. Will spell the first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill for Villanova today. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Villanova penalty assessed to number 82, Sadie Natras, 2 minutes for body checking. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 8 seconds in the third period. Natras 2 for body checking at 8:08. Peets at the half wall. Finds Renzo. Long shot was wide. Glavelle throws one into a mess of players net front, none of whom could control the rebound. 45 seconds gone on this Rowan power play, their first of the game. As the umbrella collapsed, Molly McKenna hugged the far post and covered for the freeze. 11:02 to go. Make it 11:01 to go. Play restarts. To the left of McKenna. 1-1 this hockey game as we approach the midpoint of the third period. Glavelle through the gauntlet. Gains space, gets a shot away from the right dot. McKenna up with the save. Peets down the middle. Throws this into the pads. It's in off the rebound. Gia Caruso looming net front. Scores on the power play, and it's 2-1. Rowan have taken the lead. There it was, Gia Caruso on the doorstep. Puts the Pete's rebound away. And the Rowan Profs on the 2-1. A hook was signaled against Rowan's Alexa Renzo. Ten seconds after the goal. So primo power play time again for Villanova as they try to claw back onto level pegging. Rowan goal. Second of the postseason for number 8, Gia Caruso. Assisted by number 12, Amanda Peets. And number 3, Cassie Gravel. Time of the power play goal, 9 minutes 30 seconds in the third period. Caruso's second of the postseason. From Peets and Gravel at 9:30, a power play goal. Rowan penalty assessed to number 11, Alexa Renzo, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 9 minutes 40 seconds in the third period. Renzo 2 for hooking at 9:40. So as mentioned, primo power play time. For Villanova. The Wildcat bench clamoring for a penalty shot as they feel that the defensive player had fallen on the puck in the crease. But the replay from the reverse angle shows otherwise. This shot from Curran was over the crossbar. Prof's clear, Monopoli recovers. Poulin tried to force a faulty breakout pass. Amanda Peets strips the puck at the blue line. This is cleared, ultimately recovered by Braun. Noble near side. Gains center. Cross ice pass to Zoe Garrett. She had the assist on the Natras goal. 8:40 to go in the second period. 20 seconds left on the Renzo penalty. Garrett works the puck high to Messino. Crashing the net in from the dot came Curran to no avail as Thomason stands her up. Caruso worked the puck clear in the closing seconds of the Renzo penalty. Renzo failed to chase the puck down below the Villanova goal before Messino gained control for the Wildcats, who find themselves on the trailing side once again. Final 8 minutes of regulation. Net front feed from Campbell to Renzo. Canceled out by a stick check at the edge of the paint. Renzo again fans on a net front setup. Bowman from the left point saw her shot intercepted. Braun clears. Caruso over the center logo. Launches the puck in. It caroms to the far corner. It's on the stick of Glavelle. She turns at the top of the left circle. Her shot caught and held by Molly McKenna for a pause in play with 7 minutes and 23 seconds to go in regulation. The Rowan University Profs of Glassboro, New Jersey, leading Villanova's Wildcats from the Philadelphia main line by a tally of 2-1. Rowan trying to secure a date for 1:40 p.m. tomorrow against either Delaware or Navy. In the DVCHC championship game, the upset hopes remain well alive as this Grace Curran shot is turned away by Thomason and Poulin clears. Jenkins at her own line. Throws the puck through traffic. Kyle Cedrone says there's no icing. Bowman puts on the brakes behind her goal. Breakout into the neutral zone, didn't hit Poulin. Brown brings it back up the right wing boards for Villanova, but Renzo wreaks back-checking havoc on her. Bowman joins the fray. Puck is knocked loose in the corner, recovered by Cameron Brown. She leaves it to Baylor in the high slot, and she scores. We're back 2-2 as Karina Baylor connects for her first of the postseason. .13:31 into the third period. We've got down to the final 6 now. Bowman at the point, steps up, shot, skips off the top of the crease to the far corner, and now we've got a stoppage. Villanova goal. First of the postseason, scored by number 32, Karina Baylor. Assisted by number 7, Cameron Brown. Time of the goal, 13:31 in the third period. Baylor from Brown at 13:31. And another Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill awaits Villanova. Villanova penalty assessed to number 82, Sadie Natras, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 27 seconds in the third period. Natras 2 for tripping at 14:27. Pete's up the middle. This will be called back offside. 5:02 to go in regulation, and we'll show you that equalizing goal again. Baylor from the high slot. Connecting for her first of the postseason, and there will be a secondary assist on that goal given to number 46, Caitlin Braun. Scoring update on the second Villanova goal. Number 32, Karina Baylor, from number 7, Cameron Brown, and number 46, Caitlin Braun. Again, Baylor from Brown and Braun at 13:31. Play resumes to the right of the Villanova goal. Glavel's shot from the point. In traffic, glove down net front by Stillwagon. She's driven below the cage. 4.5 minutes to go. Glavel lost her footing coming to the top of the right circle. Puck is loose. Cassie Gravel protects. She's kept high in the zone by Caitlin Braun. Gravel to Renzo's center point. She fanned on the one-timer. Braun to Baylor the other way. Breakaway shot off the post, and the net is dislodged. Beautiful chance for a shorthanded go-ahead goal. Baylor all alone. One too many Deeks net front, and Thomason stayed with her post to post. The Wildcats, with 4:06 remaining in regulation, do, however, gain an attacking zone faceoff. This is pushed by Poulin back to center. 2-on-2 for Rowan. Campbell was stripped of the puck. Here's Grace Curran the other way. 16 seconds left on the PK. Caruso leaves this to Renzo at the far half wall. Final 5 seconds of the Natras penalty. Final 3.5 minutes of regulation. We're deadlocked 2 aside. Winner advances to tomorrow's DVCHC championship. Grace Curran unable to muscle through traffic through the slot. Puck ends up at the far half wall, where it was tied up 2 aside. Bowman backhands this. Nearly out, but Noble crossed to the left half wall to maintain. And another penalty with 3 minutes and a few ticks gives us another stoppage in play. Gia Caruso ruled off for cross-checking. Sending Villanova back to the Primo power play. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike and Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your next party tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. Rowan penalty assessed to number 8, Gia Caruso, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 57 seconds of the third period. Caruso, 2 for cross-checking at 16:57. Baylor's shot goes up into the netting and out. 2:39 to go in the balance of regulation. 1:36 on this Villanova power play. Alexa Renzo clears off the near glass. Puck rolls behind the Villanova goal where Jasmine Messino tried to recover, gave it away to Gravel. Gravel tried to get her own rebound. She's bodied down net front. And we're going 4-on-4 for the next minute and 18 seconds. Natras ruled off for roughing, setting up 77 seconds of 4-on-4. Peets and Baylor meet to the right of McKenna, who has saved 31 of 33 shots. Her counterpart, Savannah Thomason, has stopped 32 of 34. Villanova penalty assessed to number 82, Sadie Natras, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes, 41 seconds in the third period. Natras 2 for roughing at 17:41. Gravel through traffic, got a shot through. It was blockered away. And this will come back an icing with 107 seconds to go in regulation, 45 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Peets, Gravel. Bowman. And Renzo, the 4-on for Rowan. If so required, we'll update you on the further procedures in 78 seconds. Peets denied by McKenna. The rebound is contested in the far corner of the Villanova zone. A Gravel stick check slows up. Rather, yeah, that was the case. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. It was a Gravel stick check that slowed up the Villanova breakout. Brief back-end Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill for the Wildcats as Natras sits idly by for the next 18 seconds. Stillwagon up the left wing boards enters. Slap shot was blocked by Messino, intercepted net front by Jenkins. She muscles back the other direction, 23 seconds to go. Jenkins lost her footing in the corner. Puck is recovered by Renzo, carried by Bowman up the right dots. A Braun poke check slows up that Rowan counterattack down to single digits now. And this game, folks, will be headed to overtime. The score through regulation: Rowan University Profs 2, Villanova University Wildcats 2. Regulation shots: Rowan 35, Villanova 34. There will now be a 10-minute 5-on-5 sudden victory overtime. So 10 minutes are on the clock. You overheard the conversation between the on-ice and the off-ice officials about overtime procedure. The one thing we're all agreed on is sudden victory is the rule of the day. Next goal earns a trip to tomorrow's championship game. The goaltending has been splendid on both sides. Next goal wins. Amanda Peets, Karina Baylor meet Kyle Cedrone at center ice, and off we go. Natras clears. Puck is gloved down by Gravel at center, but taken away by Braun. She flips it into the near corner of the Rowan zone. Gravel fails to clear. Maintained and shot in by Brown. Denied by Thomason. Brown again puts one net front. And Cecilia Jenkins finishes on the welcome mat to send Villanova to tomorrow's championship game. "37 seconds in. Villanova's Cameron Brown sends the Wildcats to the championship game. Villanova goal. Her first of the postseason, scored by number 7. Brown unassisted with the game-winning goal at 37 seconds in overtime. Fans, it's time for the 3 stars of the game. The 3rd star for Rowan with the game-tying goal, number 8, Gia Caruso. The number 2 star with 33 saves in net for Villanova, number 6, Molly McKenna. And the number 1 star of the game with an assist and with the overtime game-winning goal, number 7, Cameron Brown. We'll take a break here on the Delaware Hockey Network. We'll be back with the second half of our DVCHC doubleheader. In about 15 minutes, it will be Delaware and Navy playing for the right to take on the Villanova University Wildcats in tomorrow's championship game, after they protect their top seed with a 3-2 overtime win over Rowan. For Mark McClure, James Witherite saying thank you. We'll be back with the second half of our DVCHC doubleheader on the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg.